You ever tried opening up wholesale accounts via Amazon store? It feels way harder than it needs to be. Like, you know, these suppliers and distributors rely on third-party sellers like yourself to actually make money. So why are they giving you such a hard time opening an account? Don't worry about it. In this video, I'm gonna go over the 6 tips that we use to open up hundreds, if not thousands, of wholesale accounts at this time. It's gonna help you get a jump start on your Amazon FBA business. Okay? But if you're looking for more weekly help growing and scaling your Amazon FBA business, make sure to hit the subscribe button, because every week we're gonna be dropping all of the tips that help us grow our business over the past 4 years to help you avoid all of those road bumps that we faced. We've been selling on Amazon for the past 4 years, literally reached out to thousands of suppliers and now having hundreds that we can do business with. And we've actually tripled our success rate with opening new accounts. And honestly, since we've implemented these 6 tips, I checked, this is what you need to follow if you really want to be able to grow your business a lot easier. Because we all know, the more wholesale accounts you have open, the more people you have to do business with, the more prices you have to compare, the better products you can get. So this is the first step you want to take when increasing your success rate on Amazon. Before I jump into it, I want to get one thing out of the way. This is one of the biggest mistakes that new sellers make when getting into the wholesale Amazon FBA game. What they do is they reach directly out to brands trying to open accounts with brands. Well, that's one of the biggest mistakes. The other one is they go for the most popular brands like Listerine, Crest, Colgate, where everyone else is looking. You don't want to do either of those. First of all, when you go to a brand, you have nothing to provide them as a new seller. You just want to put in $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, even $10,000 order. Does not do anything for the brand. When you pitch a brand to open an account, you want to go to them and you can provide actual value, like cleaning up their listing, running advertising campaigns, making them, on par with their competitors. Something that you can do for the brand that will make them more likely to do business with you. If you cannot do that, then you want to go to suppliers and distributors. 2 main benefits of that is, A, they're gonna have a lot of brands. So if you get into one brand and able to do business with that one brand with that distributor, you'll have access to all the other ones. So you can literally grow your business just using a handful of distributors like we do. The other thing is that distributors tend to give you better pricing than going brand direct a lot of the time, even though it sounds counterintuitive. And that's because distributors are going to be buying for hundreds of sellers, right? So they are buying in bulk, so they're getting a bulk discount that you cannot get at this moment. So you're going to get cheaper pricing and you're going to have a lot more variety. To accomplish this, we use something called the funnel method. When we first started, we reached out to a whole bunch of suppliers, right? But from that, what happens is you funnel out like the top 3 or 4 that you really can do business with, and then you are able to focus your time, energy, and money into those 3 or 4 suppliers, and they will grow the business for you. Pick up brands in that category for you because you built the trust, you built the relationship, and you are keeping your lights on. Now we got that out the way, let's jump into these 6 things that are gonna help you completely change how many accounts you get open in the wholesale game. All right, number one is number one for a reason, because it's the number one mistakes that new Amazon sellers make. I remember when I first started, I always used to say this in my emails. I'm like, why is no one responding to me? Like, what is going on here? What it comes down to is saying that you're an Amazon seller in your email. Amazon sellers have the worst rep in this game because look at the barrier to entry, right? Anybody in America could just jump on, open an Amazon account. I'm an Amazon seller. Now people are asking for crazy discounts, making orders, not paying for all kind of crazy stuff. So why do you want to be associated with anything like that? Once we made a little tweak in our email just to differentiate ourselves from being an Amazon seller to saying we're something like a local distributor or a local retailer or just e-commerce seller, even that suffices. But just not saying Amazon seller, we increase our open rate with new accounts so quickly. Make sure you're not saying you're Amazon seller, use anything else, right? Say you're a barber for all I care, just not Amazon. Number 2, just as important, please follow this. I just had a call with this girl who's coming into one of our programs, and we were just talking, and I'm kind of like, okay, you've taken courses before, you've taken all of this stuff, like, can I kind of see what's going on? Like, can we actually dissect if what we have will help you? And immediately she sends me over an email that she got from another program, and it's like not working. She's reached out to hundreds of accounts and have none open. And I'm looking at the email and I'm like, email is so damn long, I was falling asleep. Like, you have to get to the point. All that should be really in your email is who you are, company, how much you're looking to spend, what brands you're looking for, and that's it, that you want to do business, right? What are the things that are going to stick out? If I'm talking to a beauty supplier, I'm talking about what beauty brands I want, right? That's it. And I'm talking about how much money I want to spend per month. They should get that all in a paragraph. Who I am, what I'm looking to spend, what I'm looking to buy. Boom, move on. Imagine they're getting hundreds of emails a day. You just want to catch their eye, let them read it, and get to their end of account open. The longer it is, the less likely they probably are to read it and respond to it. Keep it short and sweet. Number 3 is a no-brainer, and look, it's a little bit in the gray area, but now when we first started, like I started this business with $2,500. So I would tell suppliers, hey, I have about $2,500 to spend. And they're like, all right, cool. We'll talk to him over there, right? Because for most businesses, $2,500 does not move the needle, right? It doesn't at all. It makes you so less appealing to actually do business with. And you know, I was like, I make a little tweak. I was like, I don't have it right now, but let's start saying we got $10,000 to spend a month. That's eye-catching. $10,000 a month. That's $120,000 a year. Let's open this account. Obviously, I added in there like we know we're looking to build a relationship to let them know. Nah, can't do it first month. But you pretty much want to put a number on it and put the number high enough so that it actually is appealing for a supplier to respond. We sometimes put in the subject. Looking for new beauty distributor to spend $10,000 a month, boom, in whatever state or anything like that, right? Something to catch the eye, get to the point, make it appealing, make them want to respond, right? If it's a sales rep, it's the owner, they're in the business to make money. Money talks at the end of the day. You want to talk about how much capital you have to spend with them money. Even if you don't have it, make it look good, right? Not say blow it out the water. If you have $10,000, say you got $1 million, it doesn't make sense. But you know, make the number something. I usually start around 10,000. Even if you have 2,000, say around 10,000. Make it appealing. You're gonna get a lot more accounts open if you follow that step. Let me know in the comments which categories have had the best supplies for you so far. I know for us, we found a lot of success with beauty, supplements, and pet supplies, but what's worked for you? All right, we're on to the second half of the list. Now, number 4 ties into number 3 and 2, but I can't reiterate it enough. Only want to talk about what is relevant to the supplier you're talking to, right? Meaning, if I'm talking to a beauty supplier, I'm only talking about beauty products. And that initial email, going back to the email I was talking about before, that long one that the girl showed me that she got from her mentor, it was way too long. The email was about regular household goods. Like, yeah, they might carry it, but if they don't, they automatically say, okay, we look at the brands, they say, we don't carry those. One of the best things you could do, but it does take a little time, is go to their website, look at some brands that they carry, and mention that in their first email. If you don't want to do that, like honestly, for us, we're gonna send out like 50 emails at one time using a tool called GMass. We're gonna pick some big name beauty brands that everyone would have, right? No niche stuff, things that everyone knows and they'll probably be able to get for us. We're gonna put those in the email, but we're gonna keep it on task, right? Beauty products to beauty supplies, electronic products to electronic supplies, grocery products to grocery supplies. We're staying on task, only relevant information in that. Number 5, now, this is a game changer. This is absolutely a game changer. I was not doing this when I first started. My hit rate was super low. I was confused and I was shy. I was an introvert. So what I would do is I would send out these emails and I was kind of like, all right, cool. I sent it. Like, they're gonna respond if they want it. And what I realized is that distributor supplies, they get hundreds of emails coming flying through. Yours could easily get mixed up or easily get skipped over if your subject isn't appealing, if they don't like what they see on the first email. But what you do is you follow up, meaning 72 hours later, 48 hours later, whatever, you pick how often, you send a follow-up email. Hey, if they don't respond, hey, I sent you an email a few days ago. Don't know if you got it, but I'm still really interested in doing business with you. Whenever you get a chance, just let me know what I can do to get this wholesale account open. All right, they see it, like, oh, you sent another email, I didn't respond. Okay, cool, you're serious. Like, you sound serious, right? You need to follow up. If you see an account that has brands that you want, it looks like something that can actually make you money, why are you acting scared? Follow up. That's going to take your business to the next level. All right, so number 6 is honestly one of the most important ones on this list. Do not forget this. It's one of the hardest ones for me to actually get over, like just start doing, because I'm so shy sometimes and so introverted. But this was honestly the one that built some of the most important relationships in our business, ones that continue to help our business grow and feed our families, our staff, us to this day. And what it took was us getting on the phone. Our best relationships, are not just emails. They're not just texts. They are phone calls. They are relationships being built. They are knowing, what sports team someone's like. Something about, their sons, how old they are, how long they've been in business. All of these, all this information about them that you can only get when you actually talk to somebody. At the end of the day, there is a human on the other side of this, right? Same way you are. And the more personal relationship, the more they will look out for you. We've had suppliers literally cut off all other Amazon sellers but us. Such a huge part of our business now. We've had other ones, like ones that honestly I have suppliers I've never even met, but just because we're on the phone so often talking, we've done millions of dollars worth of transactions. Only Amazon seller they sold to again, right? Why? Because we're taking the extra step. We're sending them like gifts on the holiday season, stuff like that, which is coming up right now. Gotta go order something, right? Making a phone call. And when you're first getting started, remember, if you see an account that looks like it can be something, that looks like it's important, put the extra work. Give them a call. Hey, how you doing? Just want to check in, see how this is. Money talks, but relationships talk just as much, right? If you have capital to spend with them and you're being personable and being kind and, looking out for them, they're going to take care of you and your business will grow without needing to find new suppliers and do all this extra work. You really only need 3 or 4 suppliers to take this business or to the next level. I'm telling you, that's it. It's just about finding the right one that you can work with and you're going to win. All right, so now you have the 6 tips that you need to be able to open way more wholesale accounts. I'm talking 3x. This is going to take your business to the next level. But if you want to avoid more mistakes that early sellers make in this business, I'm going to leave a link below that gives you the top 5 mistakes that I've witnessed, and I've done all of them too. Top 5 mistakes that new Amazon sellers make when getting started in the business. If you can mix this in with these 6 things, I'm telling you, your business is going to scale quicker than you know what to do with it. So I hope this video was helpful. Be sure to like and subscribe if it was, because we're going to keep dropping these gems to help you get your business to the next level. And I'm also going to leave a video somewhere around here that's going to give you more tips for finding more supplies, right? Now you know how to open those accounts, but make sure you still have a lot of leads coming in, a lot of supplies that you can open accounts with. So I'll leave a video over here with how to get the best wholesale supplies in the US. Talk to you soon.